I miss the old days. It's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside. Oh, and who's the one you're clinging to instead of me tonight? Tell you a little story about that video. I talked to the guy who directed it once, and Samantha sang that song, and I think she was, I don't know, I think she was Australian Aboriginal or whatever. But how do I put this delicately? She wasn't much of a looker, right? So when they were shooting the video, even though her voice is beautiful and she looks fine in that, but anyway, this is what he was saying to me. He said an old trick they used to employ was they'd put up the white ice. You know, lots of white ice to cover your face. Now, I'd say no more, because people go, you're a sexist, you're insulting that woman's looks. No, I'm just telling you what the guy said to me back in the day. I mean, this thing was filmed in, what, 77 or something like that? I have it out with him if you got a problem with it. So, look, we are day 17. I was thinking I was calling it 15 or something yesterday. Day 17, and if we are, or if I am, I'm annoyed with myself because I didn't get much done today. And I'll be honest, I'm arriving here on camera with nothing really to say, but hold hard. You know, let's not just give up just yet. So I got up late today, and ultimately I can work when I want, how I want. And rarely do I take to the bed, but I kind of took to it this morning. I was up early. I was in studio about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Did a few things. I was kind of back in bed by 9:15. And I didn't really re-emerge until 20 to 1 in the afternoon. And I was ashamed of myself. Now, my beloved, she was out of house today. She was working out of the house. That wouldn't have happened if she was in the house. But anyway, I got on with it. The thing is, if it all goes Pete Tong, don't just say, oh, that's it, the whole day's gone. Don't do that. You can be amazed what you do in a few hours. And if you achieve something, it's better than nothing. So I zhushed myself up, even though you wouldn't believe it to look at me. But I cleaned myself up, cleaned the kitchen as well. It was annoying me. Got a few domestic things done. Sat down here. Did a couple of hours narration for an audiobook I'm working on. Got a few voiceovers done. And managed to salvage the day. But, yeah, it could have been... You'd be amazed what you can do in a full day. You know, if you feel you're losing... the year, it's slipping by. Don't, you know, the days are long, but the years are short, you know. The days can be long. So forgive the state of me. I've eaten rubbish today as well. And I was saying about my weight, wasn't I? At a good blood sugar level today, it was close to normal. It was, I don't know what the American measurement is, but it was 5.5 millimoles, I think, in Europe, which is good. It's kind of normal. I had a few mornings where that was 6. I don't like it being 6+, even though that's not too bad. So that was okay. Weight-wise, 220 pounds, folks, which is about 15 and a half stone. On a 5'8" frame, not good, and particularly with cardiac condition. So, gotta nail that. Gotta just do it once and for all. Get it back off. Did it before, I can do it again. Mind you, it's not as bad as it was. I remember when it was 240 pounds. 241 pounds. Distinctly. Listened to the news today, and there was talk about some man was killed, and the police had said they'd found he was badly beaten. That always kind of, there's a few phrases like that get to me, you know, like, Why just say he was beaten? When someone say, you know, somebody look at the body and go, oh, that's someone did a botched job on that. He was badly beaten. Now, if it was me, I would have given him a really good beating. Why did they make that distinction? Badly beaten. Well, I kind of know, you know. But then again, such things enter my mind as that. Why is an orange an orange and an apple not a green? Why is it called toothpaste and not teeth paste? Silly things like that. bother me. And also, we were talking about filler words and stuff a few episodes back. And I was saying like and dude, which is a real bugbear of mine. I keep calling my wife dude. And the other phrase, of course, was pushback and gaslighting. Do you remember that one as well? Yeah, well, I have another one to add. You know when you're talking and you're explaining something and someone goes to you, as you do. Where the fuck did that come out of? As you do. Yeah, it is as I do. But someday, see, you got to trace these things back. Someday somebody just said that and it took off. Like, as you do. Sometimes I want to say, well, you just shut up. There's no need. What's the point in even saying that? Is it the fact that you're recognizing what I'm saying? Which, interestingly, I had a business meeting about a week ago, and the man was like 70 years of age, but one of these, go-getter, jet-setter types. He wasn't letting retirement or anything like that even entering into his mind. His retirement seemed to be filled with just projects. And he was lovely. And every time you said something to him, he would repeat it back to you with an understanding in his face, not an annoying way of just repeating everything you were saying. It was a lovely, I wouldn't call it a tactic. He just had a lovely way about him, because he was affirming what you'd said and affirming that he'd listened. But it wasn't in a parrot fashion that would just to piss you off. It was a technique. And I look at techniques. I don't like, say, the likes of our so-called Prime Minister here. But he kind of talks like that all the time. This is how he talks. But he'll always bring, I think it's a tactic politicians have. He'll always, literally end each sentence on a high note. And when it's high at the end, it sounds, is that not reasonable? And your kind of subconscious goes, that's reasonable. So he says, it's not too bad at the moment. We've got so many of them in the country, and it's all going to be fine. And, it's a technique. I told you I had nothing to talk about, and I'm playing with my wire here, if you pardon the expression. Yes, I do want to talk about something else. I scream at night. Do you have the night terrors? I don't always have them. Luckily, I've married an absolute saint who has no problem in dealing with my night terrors. She is brilliant. She says, shh, it's only a dream. It's only a dream. Calm down. It's only a dream. And she doesn't let it bother her, the fact that I've woke up screaming the house down. She knows. And it works. She doesn't get into it with me, remonstrate, just says, shh. Or like last night, it was, hey. It's only a dream. But at the time, I'm in terror. And it can be, sometimes I think I'm being attacked or there's a malevolent force coming my way. Other times I try to fight in dreams, but my blows never land. They don't really want to land in the first place because I'm a lover, not a fighter. They don't want to land, but I try to land these punches. And I get this thing where I'm stuck between being asleep and awake. It's terrifying. It's almost like being paralyzed. But you're in a dream. And I've been trying recently to keep shaking my head to wake myself up when I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm having this thing going on. I have no idea where its origins are from. Obviously, I'm not at rest like I should be. I think I was always full of anxieties and insecurities for many years, and I don't think it ever quite went. But at night, the screams out of me, sometimes 2 or 3 times a night. And I said it to my eldest today. I said, do you hear me screaming? She's a bedroom upstairs. Sometimes, Dad. And I said, that's okay, don't you? It's just me having a dream. She said, yeah, I just worry you're having a heart attack. And I said, don't worry, honey. Haven't been close to a heart attack. You don't scream. You don't really get time. You go like this. That's what it feels like. I haven't actually had one, but I've been close. Spasm, kind of. That's what it's like. If you want me to talk about it sometime, I will. I will elaborate how 5 years ago I was under the knife nearly to the day. And a very skilled surgeon and his team I can thank for being still here. And I should thank them more by losing some fucking weight. Is there anything you can't get your head around maybe you can share with us. This much is true at protonmail.com. Love to hear from you. God's sake, it's tumbleweed blowing in the inbox there. Can you not help? And even if you don't want to go there, just go to the comments below here on YouTube. So I've heard from Nigel. Hi, Nigel, if you're knocking around. And who else? I've heard from Nigel and Brendan and Tara and Gillian. But it'd be nice to hear more. Anything else? Yeah, I'm away at the weekend, just saying. Right, so I'm not going to be here. Oh, yeah, the other thing in the sleep thing is I do this demonic thing where I'm trying to ward off whatever evil is attacking me. And you know what I do? This is going to gross you out now. I kind of snort. I don't know where that comes from. It's like a... And it sounds demonic in itself, but it's my way of fighting whatever this thing is. So I'm a bit fat around the neck, but I don't think it's sleep apnea as such. I know people do suffer from that. But the night terrors and the sweat sometimes, oh man, it is not good. So, yeah, I know I'm meandering all over the place tonight, but I said I was going to show up. And I will do so for these, if the Lord spares me, for these 90 days. Anything else I can think about? I know I should turn up prepared, but I'm just being too busy this afternoon. Oh yeah, the Christmas tree. It's still not removed. And the sad thing about the Christmas tree this year was it was a really beautiful one. Now, we have got some lovely ones. But my wife and my kids, we went down to Blackrock College, which is just down the road. They sell the trees for charity. And, the wife was like Goldilocks. Oh, that's too small. That's too tall. That's too... And in the end, I'd say the student wanted to kick us out. I saw in a pile of trees, that one, go for that one. And it was beautiful. It had a big mass to it, big bulky, and the right height. And the thing is, apart from Christmas Day, it didn't really get the reverence it deserved. We dressed it beautifully, but it's down at the end of the conservatory. And apart from dinner in the conservatory on Christmas or thereabouts, we didn't really appreciate it. It may as well not have been there this year. But I took all the decorations off it in the last day or two, and my wife helped with the lights yesterday. And my friend's going to come along with his white van, but if he misses today or tomorrow, the park is going to close. So I've put out the SOS that Steve arrives as usual and saves the day. He's brilliant. Last year, myself and my wife were dragging it down the street. We were going to go across to, and we did it before, we were going to drag it about a mile and a half on a Sunday afternoon, and we throw it in a place by Sandy Mount, by the sea. And just as we were halfway down the road, he turned up like a shining knight in armor, put it in the back of his car. He's not afraid. See, I don't want to put it in the back of my car because you get pine needles there into 2029 or something. You know, they're still there years later, no matter how you vacuum it. But the Christmas tree, it is beautiful. And we're sorry we didn't make most of it this year. Okay, look, that's it for me. I hope to see you tomorrow, Friday. Please make contact if you can. It'd be nice. Feedback would be good. But, yeah, take care because I care.